Hey, this is Jeannie Chips with the Science Math Resource Center, and today I'm showing you how to do the Sensing for Science kit with UV light and all about learning about sensors. So the first part of the activity is going to be teaching students how we sense light. There are actually a few different ways to sense light. One of the things we're going to be looking at is UV light in particular. And so we've given you a UV or a black light, and then some detector cards, and we're going to be giving you UV beads. So all of these are different ways to measure UV light. And what you'll notice is that the sensor cards have two sides. On one side, the words UV will light up when exposed to UV light. This side is looking for a particular type of UV called UVC. And the difference between UVA, UVB, and UVC, if you want to get into it, is really based on the energy involved, which is kind of what it's referring to down here. So what's happening right now is the light from the UV had the proper amount of energy and it activated this part of the card, but it didn't have the proper amount of energy to activate that part of the card. In the test area, this one's super cool because right here it's just present or not present, right? Now that the light has like turned off and I'm not activating card, you can see the letters UV went away. On this side of the card is actually measuring how much is present. So it's looking more for an intensity. So you can show them on the card and that we'll give you one UV light per MSU student. Don't give this to the students themselves because they tend to put it in each other's eyes. So we don't want them to do that. So we're having you do this yourself with the UV light. And you can see the longer that it's on the card, the more purple it's going to get. And so I'm going to stick with one test area just for a couple of seconds so you can see that this part of the card is now darker. So what they're going to do is go outside or go around the classroom and see if they can find the place with the most UV light or the least UV light. In the next activity, we're going to have them make UV light bracelets, where they basically put beads on the bracelet. These beads are not UV responsive, although some of them might have. If you see some clear ones in here, they might have UV beads that got mixed in, and that's okay. These are the UV sensitive beads. And what happens with the UV beads is you'll see they actually turn colors when exposed to UV light. So I'm inside Reed Hall right now, so there's no UV light coming through. I just have the fluorescent light up here, but it doesn't have the proper energy to activate the UV beads. Only UV light does. It's a cloudy day, so even if I walk by the window, it probably won't get activated. It's going to have to be outside with direct sunlight or using our little UV light. So this one's pretty fun, but the point is actually to do the next step, because what the UV beads do is basically the same, and you could quiz the students. Ask them, are the UV beads like this side of the card where it shows intensity or this side of the card? And you'll see it actually is a little bit of intensity, but it doesn't like give a number, so it doesn't quantify it the way that this side of the test card does. So I would say it's more like this side of the card. It's looking for presence or not presence. It's not really showing you an intensity. But the goal for the bracelets is actually to do the next step, which is to show the importance of sunscreen. So you're going to take a sunscreen packet and then you're going to coat the outside of a bag with it. And you'll put the bracelets in the bag, and ideally the sunscreen will prevent the bracelet from responding to the UV light, because that's the point of sunscreen. And so you might want to do this ahead of time, like the night before, because sometimes the sunscreen just needs to dry before it really blocks the UV light well. So that's about it for part one.